One of the conversations that I have with people a lot is Mo's lower body movement as a lateral movement. And I always hesitate with people to talk about that you can get the body too lateral in its position. I want you to understand how the golf swing works. And when you're making a motion, a rotational movement of the body, and you're going to make a downswing and a rotational movement of the body this way, that you have to stabilize the body. So the function of the lower body is to position itself, to stabilize, so that you can apply the rotation of the upper body to produce speed. One of the things that I hear way too often is that Mo had a lateral move, and he did, but it's not near as much lateral as you think. As a matter of fact, it's much more rotational than lateral. And one of the biggest mistakes that people make is they don't understand that the backswing is what's actually creating a lot of that lateral movement. Let me explain. So people will always watch that Mo gets to the top of a swing and he moves like this, and they see a lateral movement. It's great, that's what he did. He's taking his body and he's moving it into that lead knee, and then he's rotating. So they see this pelvis movement moving this way just a little bit. Fine, that's exactly what they should be seeing. However, what they don't see is what they're not looking for, which is all the analysis I do on the swing, is you got to turn Mo around. And if you turn Mo around and look at his back, you're going to see an entirely different set of circumstances with how his lower body moves. Check out what Mo's doing in this video. So if you look at the back view of Mo here, and you see how he's set up, notice the tilt of his spine. So you see how his body is already tilted at address. His pelvis is already forward of his upper body. All right, you're going to watch him rotate into the backswing. When he rotates into the backswing, the sacrum of the pelvis, which is where the spine, lower spine, connects with the pelvis, gets moved forward. So you would have to say, just by looking at this video, that Mo's rotation of his lower body, the pelvis, created a lateral movement of his spine because it moved forward. Now watch what happens. From there, the lower spine, he moves the pelvis into the lead knee. You see a forward movement. Now here's where it gets interesting. Once he gets stable into the lead knee, his lower body rotates. The trail side of the pelvis moves down, and now you see his lower spine rotate back almost to where it started. So look at the amount of total lateral movement of his pelvis, of his spine, from backswing to downswing, and you don't see that much lateral movement. So let me explain what you just saw there in that video. I'm going to turn around here. Mo's backswing, watch my mic here on the mic system here. You're going to see how it goes forward, then it stays forward, it starts coming down, but look at it coming back as it comes back. So the total amount of lateral movement is minimal compared to the amount of rotation. So the lower body not only has to be looked at as a slightly lateral move, but it has to be looked at rotationally as well. And most importantly, in all of that lower body movement, is that it's a motion of stabilization, which means as Mo goes to the top of his backswing and he stabilizes, see that? There's that lateral look. Even though you measure that, there's a bit of rotation to it. There's that lateral look, boom, my weight is now here. I'm going to rotate, 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 rotate. This rotates, and then I release and I extend and I finish. All that rotation brings the spine back. That's where I get my power around a stable lead knee. To me, not only is that slight little lateral motion necessary, but the stability of it is what it's creating. That's the most important part of Mo's lower body movement. Now let me hit a shot, and it's real easy to learn this. The key to lower body movement is nothing more than learning how to get the proper backswing, just as important to stability as the downswing is, and then get stable and just hit a golf ball around a flexed lead knee. So backswing into a stable trail leg, downswing into a flexed lead knee with the foot down, and you get stability and upper body rotational speed. Stability of the lower body, part of Mo's genius, something that can really help you stop this so this can go faster.